All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight with the WFO X Series, which is Xfinity cars here at Pocono tonight. These boys are going to get fired up in a few minutes here. I'm going to get your live broadcast going right now. You've seen 2 nights of racing at Pocono. We're here for night number 3. This is going to finish up Pocono for the season for us tonight. Pocono's 2.5 miles in length, 3 distinctively different turns. You can take a look at their track temperature, 104 degrees Fahrenheit. It's hot. It's going to be slick. They're going to have a lot of problems getting these cars to hook up. They're probably going to push real bad. I'm in the broadcast booth by myself. I'm pretty sure Nation 01 will be in here in a little bit. The guys are finishing up the drivers' meeting down there. So once they get that done, we'll get to racing here. You've seen 2 nights of racing at Pocono. It'll be my 3rd night in a row up here. Ready to get this one in. Get you one more good broadcast this week. Take a little bit of a break. Come back next week, and I believe we're going to be at the Charlotte Roval. So it should be pretty exciting. 104 degrees Fahrenheit. It's hot. It's going to be slick. I think it's probably safe to go ahead and pull the starting grid up here. We've got a couple minutes of qualifying, but I believe everybody's put a lap down that's going to put one down. So we're going to start off with your pole sitter tonight. That's going to be the number 51 of Troy Cook. Outside of him, starting second, is going to be the 92 of Dylan Altum. Starting in the 3rd position tonight, it's going to be the 99 of Brett Osborne. You've seen Brett run up front all night last night in the Truck Series, so I expect Brett to have another pretty good night. Outside of him in 4th is going to be Glenn Jamieson in the 63. Starting 5th tonight, we're going to have Christopher Lewis in the 111. Outside of him is going to be the 97 of Garrett Robinson. Garrett making his first start in the Xfinity Series here. Starting 7th tonight, we're going to have a new driver here, Brian Hubble, driving the 21 car. Outside of him in 8th is going to be Brad Patterson in the 28. Starting in 9th tonight, we got Jake Van Wazer back here again, driving a 4 car. Outside of him in 10th is going to be David White, making his first start at WFO Racing. Starting 11th tonight, we got the 24, Jonathan Roberts. Outside of him, we're going to have the 25 of Mr. Mike Buchanan. Starting 13th tonight, we got the 22 of Joshua Stevens. Outside of him in 14th is going to be the 70 of Burt Wilson. Starting 15th tonight, we got John Sanu driving the 86 car. Starting 16th, we're going to have Sean Garrier in the 19. Starting 17th, we're going to have Clinus LaBouffe. I've seen Clinus in the broadcast. Good to see you in here, Clinus. Outside of him in 18th, we're going to have Hal Lamy driving the 3. Starting 19th tonight, we're going to have the 90 car Zach Lambert. Starting 20th, we're going to have the 13 of Joshua Bolt. Yeah, guys, don't worry about the dislikes in the broadcast tonight. We had to remove some people from the league. They're probably a little bit upset that they got removed, but I mean, when you come over here, you need to have a good attitude, get along with the other drivers over here, and don't cause any problems on the track. You had a free league to race in, free broadcast, so go find somewhere else. Maybe pay them to race and see if they put up with your attitude. We're not going to do it at WFO. We try to give these guys a clean place to race over here. We do it for free. I broadcast it for free for these guys. The last thing I'm going to put up with is people coming over and really going against the grain of how things work at WFO and affecting the outcome of the races and the quality and the cleanliness of the races. So I imagine that you're upset that you got kicked out of the free league, but go pay to race somewhere else. A little bit upset that they got removed, but I mean, when you come over here, you need to have a good and we're gridding, getting ready to race right now, so we're going to get on our pole sitter. Cause any problems on the track. You had a free league to race in, free broadcast, so go find somewhere else. You're looking at the cars on the grid. They're going to start them in an angle just like they do for the K&N and the trucks here. These are the Xfinity car. One thing I can tell you, because I was able to do a quick tutorial the other night. That's what Nation would call it, a tutorial. So I was able to get out and do a quick tutorial in this car. This car is extremely tight around here. Probably not one of the best setups I've seen, so it's going to be extremely tight tonight. And that outside wall is going to catch up to some guys pretty fast. Go pay to race somewhere else. So we'll check it out when they get racing here. And we're gridding, getting ready to race right now, so we're going to get on our pole sitter. I had to make sure the engines was running. I couldn't hear them, but I hear them out there now. They got them fired up. They're getting ready to pull out on the racetrack. Nation, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, there he is. There's the infamous Nation 01 joining us in the booth.
They can hear your YouTube.
No, they can't now, right?
Hang on.
I should have nixed it. I caught it and shut it out.
Yeah. It's gone.
It's gone now? All right. Yeah, the volume was up just a little bit on it, so when I caught it, I shut it out. All right, third night here in the booth. Another night at Pocono. You excited?
I've never raced this new Pocono, so I don't really know what it's like.
Yeah, it's not a lot different than the old one. It's just not quite as bumpy as the old Pocono was, so a little bit smoother racing surface. But, man, I was looking at the track info, and they got a track temperature of 104 degrees tonight.
Well, that's bad, right?
That's very hot, so probably going to make things a little bit slick for these guys out there. And when I say slick, I mean the front tires aren't going to want to hook up very good. That car is going to want to drive up towards the wall. We got an immediate dislike in our broadcast. That's going to be from one of the guys that I sent packing. So
yeah, I saw that.
We know that that's coming.
Yeah,
we're getting ready to go green here, Nation. Pace car just went off. They're going to take off. Troy Cook in the 51, Dylan Altum in the 92. Both of them get a pretty good start here. We've been plagued with cautions the last two nights, so I'm kind of excited to see what these guys can do in the Xfinity car tonight. Nice battle going into turn one. See Troy Cook's going to try to take advantage of it. Dylan Altum not so letting it go so easy. Now Troy gets it. I'd say the biggest thing these guys got to watch out for is this car pushing up off the corner. You'll see some of that. You'll see some guys get that right front up into the wall because this thing just, after about 2 or 3 laps, it gets to where it does not want to turn. And I can tell you right now.
Because of the heat, right?
Yeah, that's because a lot to do with the heat. That 51 is really jumping out to a nice lead here. But again, you just seen one crack the wall right there, back in about the 6th position. I'm not sure who that was. We'll try to get back there. Looked like it might have been the 63 of Glenn Jamison already getting into the wall here. It is not hard to do. It's going to be interesting to see if Troy can extend or if he starts coming back to these guys after a few laps here. I just watched a 97 push up. I'm not sure who's with the 97 there. That's going to be the 21 of Brian Hubble. So we're going to take a look at this because I seen him push up in one corner. Got the 97 of Garrett Robinson, 21 Brian Hubble, 63 Glenn Jamison. Man, I'll tell you, that wall comes up real fast when you're exiting the corner here, Nation.
And it don't move when you hit it.
No, it does not. It's unfortunate. You see a little bit of racing. For the most part, these guys have already got it sorted out, single file. Nobody doing anything crazy here at the start.
Well, they got 80 laps to go, so they better not.
Yeah, and we see when they get single file like this that, you know, they're not really likely to cause a caution so fast. It's when we get the field bunched up that things start to go crazy on us, Nation. All right, the driver of the day votes have started. Got a vote for the 15 and a vote for the 51 and a vote for the 3. So they got
I'm on it.
They got the driver of the day votes going, and we don't even have any help in the booth tonight. What happened, Nation?
Oh. Where'd they all go? There's a whole bunch of broadcasters down.
I don't know. I don't know if some of them are racing or what's going on. You say a whole bunch of them, I don't really see what you mean.
In the broadcaster channel.
Oh, that's because people got permissions for the channel that don't actually broadcast, so.
Oh.
Meanwhile, up front, just as I suspected, a few laps come in here, and the 92 has caught the 51. So that car got tight, and that's what happens here. I mean, it'll feel pretty good to you for the first few laps, and then it'll just go away. You can see, though, these guys have got out to a couple of second lead on third place back there, which is going to be Christopher Lewis in the 111. All right. Can you confirm that the broadcast isn't repeating, Nation?
Yeah, hang on.
Because somebody's saying that he's hearing it twice. And I don't have dual mics hooked up. I'm on a single.
No, it's not being repeated on my.
All right. I don't know why it would be repeated for him unless he might be, I don't know. Maybe watching it on two different devices, but.
Yeah, I'm only hearing it once.
And meanwhile, back on the racetrack here, you got the 92, Dylan Altum leading it. Troy Cook in the 51 in second. So far, clean and green, Nation.
That's what you want to see, man.
I'd say it's a welcome change after the last couple of nights here.
I was about to say that, but I didn't want to.
We're going to go with that. We'll go with a welcome change.
Okay.
Yeah, Corey just put in that it sounds good, so I'm not sure why he was.
He could
Jerome
have two different
was getting.
tabs open.
Yeah, he might have had two different tabs open or something. But that did happen at the beginning of the broadcast, but I caught it and fixed it.
Yeah, it was happening.
Yeah, it happened early in the broadcast, but I caught that and I fixed it, so we're not getting that anymore. So I'd appreciate it if you don't tell me we're still getting it.
We don't have to go back and check.
Well, we go back and check, and then I start looking for problems. So it's kind of like, you know, boy crying wolf.
There's Bradley Cooper. Wow.
There's Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper, you're not in a car. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that.
Or on screen. Just saying, it could be.
Nation, when you get a chance, I'm going to need you to type something into the YouTube text chat so I can promote you to admin.
Okay. Hang on 1 second.
I think it's called moderator, isn't it?
I have no idea. Probably.
I'm going to do that for a couple of people in here. All right, getting back to the race before we fall asleep here, because these guys they're actually putting on a good race and they're doing it very clean. But I can tell you, the more laps they run, You're going to see a lot of fenders bent up from that wall.
Okay, there you go. I typed something in there.
All right, we'll get you now. All right, I added a few of you guys as moderators in here. Of course, I added Corey Reese there. He's the admin of the series, the main admin of the truck and the Xfinity series, so we appreciate everything Corey does. Cindy, you're in here a lot, so I made you an admin as well. Let you moderate the channel. And you can see our guys that we moved out giving us the dislikes already. You got to appreciate those fellers.
It happens, man.
Bradley went to get some gold leggings for the wife tonight.
Do they say WFO on them?
I don't know. Do they say WFO on them, Bradley?
I say they do.
We're going to cruise through the field just a little bit here. Mobile One paint job on Mike Buchanan's car. Not looking too bad tonight. Oh, and there's our first wreck right there. Wow. I was just saying that paint job didn't look too bad, and it got a little bit bent up.
All your fault.
We're going to hit an instant replay. Take a
Fire.
good look at what happened. Oh, we're getting Fire Nation.
Hell yeah. While you do that, I'll be right back.
And here's Fire. Oh, we might not have went back far enough there. We're going to try that one more time. See the 63 lift up a little bit there. Out of the throttle. Like the 24 pushing up the track, just like I talked about earlier. Gets into the wall, comes off of it, catches the 63, and the wreck is on from there. So now we see what caused it. That's our first caution of the night. It's going to happen right here on lap 11. Looked like Glenn got too much damage there. Get back up to the front of the field and take a look here. That's going to slow Boss Hog from chatting in the YouTube chat a little bit. He's back looking at the replay, seeing who was at fault there. We're going to assess a penalty to someone, I'm sure.
Uh-oh.
We're going to have to keep the likes going in the broadcast tonight because the dislikes are going to come in. We had to remove a few fellers from the league last night, so they're not very happy tonight, are they, Nation?
They don't seem to be, no. I think we're off their Christmas list.
Oh, I don't really care.
I'm just saying.
That's right. There is no fast repair tonight, Corey. Once they destroy it, they either get it fixed and drive it, or they're done. It goes on the truck. So this is the Xfinity series. It's the third night of racing here, so it's a more advanced series. These guys should know how to take care of their car. Right, Nation?
You'd think they would, yeah.
And if they take care of their car, they won't need a fast repair. And
you send it and bend it, you're gone.
You send it and bend it, and you're done. That's right. Good way to put it there. Send it and bend it.
New T-shirt.
Good race off pit road up here. We'll have to see who won it. It looks like Robbie Oddie. Did Oddie even pit?
I don't have any idea. They're
Showing
going.
him up
They're
front
just going
there. Maybe
into pit road on
he may have two-tired it. I don't know. So no fast repair tonight. We're going to remind everybody to please vote for their favorite driver for the Driver of the Day award. We will interview the Driver of the Day after we interview the top 3 finishers in the race. Oh, voting one way for Driver of the Day and then predicting a different way for the winner. That's pretty slick there. You get in Discord, you can come up here and broadcast with us if you want to. Mikey, I think you misspelled Bradley there, buddy.
What's an E between friends?
Oh, not much, I don't guess.
Nah, it's no problem.
We got some people that needed permissions in the... That's what we're trying to do. For sure, Corey. Adi just hadn't pitted yet. That's why he was scored the leader. I don't know if he missed I don't know if he missed it and pissed himself, Nation, or what. I meant to say I don't know if he missed pit road or what happened the first time around, but he definitely had to go back and make a pit stop the second trip. So that will explain why the 44 was briefly in the lead, or maybe he stayed out to lead a lap. Even though we don't give bonus points for that, he might have stayed out to lead a lap. I'm taking a look at who's up in that number 2 spot right now. No, you can't vote twice. You can, we just won't count it twice.
Yeah, I mean, you can vote as many times as you want. I'm just not going to count.
Garrett Robinson moving up a position. Riding in the 2 spot in that number 97 car right now. '51 starting to pile in the votes, Nation. 3's got a few coming in. Broadcast is getting heated up. And we're still really, really early in this one, buddy.
I'm just trying to make sure they ain't double voting here.
24 car, I'm not sure who's in that until I check again. I think it's might be Jonathan Roberts. That sound right? Yeah, it's going to be Jonathan Roberts, and the 24 car was involved in it. The 25 of Mike Buchanan was involved. The 63 of Glenn Jamison was involved. So we had about 3 cars, is what it looked like to me, Nation. The 24 got into the wall, come down into the 25, and it looked like the 63 went spinning down into pit road. But the 63 didn't look like he got a ton of damage. In fact, a lot of the cars looked like they were still repairable.
Right.
So I'm going to say they probably took him in there to the pits, got him fixed up, and those guys are probably already back out on the track.
It looks like Brad's coming in here because nothing else is happening tonight.
Oh, he's coming in. Autograph session.
Mm-hmm.
Get them ladies lined up.
He's going to sign.
Line those ladies up. Crash our damn WFO Discord server. I'm going to invite fans. Here's what I'm going to do, Nation. I was thinking about this, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. If you go, let me put this link in real quick before we go back to green.
Okay.
I'm probably going to regret this one day.
Yep, probably today.
Probably today, Nation says. All right. So this is what I was going to say. Did I misspell anything? I don't think so. If you go to that site right there and you scroll to the bottom of any of our web pages, you're going to see our Discord server. There's going to be an option there for you to connect to that Discord server. So if you have a mic, a working mic, and you want to come in and say hi to some of the drivers or your broadcasters tonight, we're gonna go ahead and invite you in here. If I see you come into the main lobby, I'm gonna pull you up here in the booth. Oh, that was a quick wreck immediately there.
I don't see how that could go bad.
I mean, immediately. And I kind of missed the car number on it, so we'll get back to the front of the field. We'll hit a quick instant replay. Fire! We did it, Nation. We'll burn it down.
Burn that sumbitch.
All right. Looked like it happened right back here. I'm watching it. Yeah, a little contact, 21 there, and whoever's in that yellow and green Mustang. One more instant replay. We'll look at it from a little different view here. You know, at WFO, that's going to be the 28 car. That'll be Brian Hubble, I believe. No, Brian Hubble's a 21. So here we go. We take the green flag. See Hubble going. We're going to find out what happened. Oh, man, looked a little bit like that could go either way, Nation.
I just saw the ass end of it.
I put the website up there in the chat for you.
Actually spin that back?
I don't know if it does or not. In fact, if you rode with the 21 car there, you might get a little bit dizzy. Meanwhile, back up at the front of the field, you're going to see that 51, Troy Cook, one of the fan favorites here. 97 car, Garrett Robinson. I'll tell you what, Jessica, we get Bradley Cooper back over here in this booth. You watch them women start piling in then. What do you think, Nation?
Yeah, they will.
Oh, he's down there.
I'm looking at
Here we go. Here we go. You ready? Bradley Cooper, we drug you up here, buddy.
I was just about to send you a message.
I know it.
It says, don't drag me up here.
Our ears were burning.
I'm trying to get into the race room now. I just saw that crash on the restart.
Man, that was crazy. It happened fast, didn't it?
Yeah. It's
yes, Alexis, you got it right. That's going to be the number 3, Hal Amy. And here come the votes for the number 3. Nation, you're going to be busy tonight, buddy.
Sounds like.
Let's see if you guys can vote enough to make Nation take his boots off again.
No.
You got to get past 10. That gets past his fingers. And then when you get past 10, a boot will come off. And when you get past 15, the second boot comes off. And then
we're going to play 70s porn music while we're doing it?
When you get past 20, he calls family members in.
Oh, God, no. No.
Are you from West Virginia?
He's from West Virginia. You nailed it, Bradley.
Not from
Wow.
Man.
You know, I work in West Virginia.
You work all over the place, don't you, filming?
Yeah, well, yeah. I actually turned wrenches.
I didn't.
It's not really excited. It's not really exciting.
Yeah. He does film work part-time, turns wrenches full-time.
I'm a lot better at turning wrenches, I'll tell you that.
You're doing film work right now, aren't you?
It's a cameo.
You're in a broadcast booth.
This is all scripted, right?
Yeah, we practice all this before we do it.
Right.
Yeah, I accidentally set mine on fire, so I'm in trouble.
Exactly.
I'm at my best when I'm scripted, so.
Yeah, if I had a script, I'd have threw it away before we started tonight. If you're not going to do it real and do it live, then you don't need to do it at all, right? What do you say, Nation?
What's that? I'm writing things down.
We're doing it live. But what goes before we're doing it live?
Huh. How about, let's just do it live.
No, that ain't how it goes, man.
Fuck it, do it live.
There you go. That's what we're doing. Doing it live. Bradley might have a script, but we don't.
He's probably got a whole cabinet full.
Oh, I think them fellers brought their whole family out to dislike our broadcast nation.
That's fine.
I think we butthurt them.
You can't have the likes without the dislikes.
Those poor little fellers. I'll bet they don't take our views away from our broadcast. In fact, they're viewing it to dislike it. That's the best part about it. Oh, those poor fellers. Dislike a free league that has free broadcasters. And you wonder what's wrong with your life.
I don't like me either.
Yeah, I don't like me either, so we're all good.
And we even got Bradley Cooper in the booth. What the hell's wrong with these people?
I just like myself.
I'm not gonna lie. In some of the movies he's been doing lately,
Yeah.
I'm questioning it. He goes from doing like The Hangover to, I mean, the Clint Eastwood movies he did. They were great. Then the Lady Gaga. Come on.
That one threw you right away, didn't it? You were
The
done
tires
after
came
that.
off of that one.
He used to do chick flicks. He's at his best in action.
Actually, I'm watching Jason Statham in a movie that, oh my God, it's horrible.
You watching a movie right now?
Well, it's on.
Nation. Watching.
I need a lot of shit to keep my attention.
Apparently, a little bit of ADD going on today.
Bullshit with ADD.
I think the biggest question is, did Nation trade for the Corvette today?
That would be no.
He did not.
Did not.
Did the wife step in?
Was that
Nope.
a group decision or?
The turned me upside down for $20,000 stepped in.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you crazy, man. My car's got the same engine. It's newer and less miles.
Turned me upside down for 20 grand. I'm not doing it.
No, not going there.
I pretty much financed a house there Tuesday to buy a toolbox. My wife's not particularly happy about that.
No.
Hey, you're in trouble.
Weren't
I'd
you
say
putting in the
that's
chat
why we're
earlier that you went out to dinner and bought her some gold leggings?
Yeah. It was on an effort. It didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
Bradley, what was the name brand of your toolbox?
Well, I'll give you two guesses, but you only need one. It's
Snap
14
on.
grand. There you go.
Snap on.
Yeah, and how much were those leggings? I don't think they were 14 grand now, were they?
No, but I'll tell you what, some of them leggings aren't cheap.
14 grand?
I gotta be humble. I didn't actually pay that for it.
But I do. I appreciate what some of those women have to pay for, stuff like leggings and bras and stuff like that.
Pasties.
You start looking at the prices on that shit, and if underwear were that price, I think men would just free ball all over the place.
Commando.
I'm just saying.
Truth.
That's why you don't see men that should be wearing bras wearing them. Because they cost too much.
Walmart after 3 o'clock.
Walmart after 3. That'd be 3 a.m.,
don't
right?
know what you're going to see.
Go in the super center after 3 a.m., and I guarantee you won't buy no groceries.
But you'll be thoroughly entertained.
All right, Nation, we're 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. How far back?
Probably as far as you can see.
As far as I can see. We're getting ready for a restart on lap 20. 2 quick cautions. Well, not real quick. We got about a 10-lap run to start it off, and then we had a couple quick ones here. So we'll see if Corey Reese can get these gentlemen settled down and racing here. Hal's got a little different paint job on that 3-car tonight, don't he?
I don't know if I painted that.
He's got the Budweiser paint job going on.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
Hopefully they tighten up this field here.
Yeah, looks like it's getting a little bit tighter.
I can hear John on the track telling him.
John Houston, admitting it from his car.
That'd be a hard job, man.
We're
I couldn't do it.
getting ready for the green here. We got the field in turn 3. It doesn't really do no good when the leader controls the start to lay back. Pace car's off. Green flag. You see that 51, Troy Cook, get a great launch on that restart.
Oh, yeah, he got 3 car lengths on that one.
He timed that one just right. Watch that field lay back off the pace car a little bit. Giving that pace car plenty of room to get off the track and out of the way. And then
Hal's got a nice paint job.
Yeah, he's got that Budweiser paint job going on.
You know I didn't paint it if it looks that good.
See the 51, Troy Cook, getting off to a great restart here. 92 of Dylan Alton behind him. Third place, John Sanu. John Sanu up there having a good run early in this one. That's good to see it.
Vote?
Do what?
I was asking Lee Atkin if that was a vote.
Yeah, it's a get 'em Cook and voting for the number 51 there.
You got the 15, 70, and 24 running 3 wide there for a minute.
Yeah, the racing, when you get a little farther back in the field, these gentlemen are going at it, aren't they?
Yeah, they're hungry for position. I think the mindset is get while you can, because these tires
get it while you
wear
can.
Off about 8 laps.
We're looking through there, and in the middle of that, I see the 3-car Hal Lamy. You see Robbie Oddie right there in the 44. We got the 90 car, and I believe that's going to be Zach Lambert. I actually just sent that fella a league invite just before we started tonight. So Zach looks like he's having a pretty good run in that car. Behind him, we got the 21. That's Brian Hubble. Not Humble, but Hubble. We've seen him involved in a little bit of an incident earlier that brought out that last caution. Robbie Oddie in the 44 working underneath the 70 here. Oddie's trying to march that car forward right now. He's got it up in the top 10, 9th position. You see some racing, maybe a little blocking going on a little farther back?
Not so much blocking. I think guys are kind of drafting.
Drafting. You got it right, Bradley.
There were some comments about that last night. I think it got dismissed, but for the most part, I think guys are pretty clean around this league, so I haven't had any problems with that yet.
You see the 25 there. He was involved and got a lot of damage on that earlier caution flag.
Yeah, he's got that throwback Mayfield paint, don't he?
Yes, he does. Doesn't look too bad on there, though.
No. Got a car diving down to the pit road now.
Yeah, I seen that.
Not sure what that's about. Maybe a black flag?
That could be. Yeah, because we're not too many laps after the restart there, so this would probably been about the last lap he could dive it in before they stopped scoring him. Taking a look at that paint job on Hal Lamy's 3-car, that Budweiser paint. Nation said he's not responsible for that paint job.
Yeah, I wish I was.
So if Hal knocks all the paint off of it, Nation's not responsible.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it was Patterson that pulled down pit road. I'm not sure. It wasn't a stop and go or passed her because he got tires. He's just sitting in his stall now.
He's sitting in a stall. He's got the 28 car at the attention of his crew. Maybe he didn't get all his damage fixed and he was overheating.
Maybe.
Because he was involved in that last incident as well. There's another throwback paint scheme for you. That's going to be on that number 13, a Joshua Bolt.
Looky there.
Got a little bit of Jeff Gordon, old school Jeff Gordon scheme going on.
Those were the golden days for Gordon.
Yes, they were, the Rainbow Warriors.
There's just nobody out here with a Rusty Wallace paint scheme to take him out.
Shots fired.
Right across the bow.
That was the peak for me. The 90s.
Back up front, we had a lead change. The 92, Dylan Alton leading it. Troy Cook falling back to second here. I think Troy Cook might just be saving his tires. He's either saving his tires or he done burn them up. One or the other.
Come on, Nation. How many boots you got off?
None yet.
None yet, huh?
Mm-mm.
He got a calculator out. He said, "Screw this numerical counting. I'm going to get the calculator and just type this in. 1 + 1 + 1 + 1. Oh wait, 3, 3, 3, 3, 51, 50." That kind of screws your math up a little bit, don't it?
I'm just. I showed you a picture of what I was doing.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 would be simpler than 3 and 51, 3 and 51, right?
No, this is easiest. This is caveman.
Caveman way.
Hell yeah.
Now the race up front is still a race because that 51 isn't letting the 92 go anywhere.
And I think these straightaways, as long as you stay in that draft, you can catch right back up. You can afford to make a mistake in one of these corners and get right back to them.
Yeah, the one thing that you got to be careful with this car, and we looked at the track temp at the start of this thing, this setup is really, really tight around here. So, real easy to overdrive a corner.
Yeah.
See the 92, Dylan Altum, looks like he's pretty smooth, but that 51 is closing right back in on him again. He's got it cut down within 1/10 of a second.
Troy's really good about getting a run off the corner. He likes to back his corners up a good bit. I noticed last night in the truck race, that was what his forte was, to get a run.
Yeah, and that's actually the right way to get around this track, and it really pays off during the long runs. You can see some.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I was just going to say, I don't care who you are, though. You'll never get all 3 corners on this track perfect. There's always a mistake somewhere on this track.
Nation, I don't think he knows who he's talking to in this booth, does he?
I think you don't.
There's always a place you can do better.
You're talking to me, bro.
I'll give you 2 of them, but you won't get all 3.
You got Nation 01 in here. He'll eat all. Oh, that 51 threw a few sparks there off the corner.
Yes, sir.
Guys to be out there repainting all those walls.
That's just like I talked about earlier. You get back to the gas too quick, and you're going to pay the price coming off the corner.
He's still making a hell of a run on him, though.
Yeah, he's looking down here. They're going to break the draft up a little bit, and you see as soon as he does that, he loses a little time on the 92. Actually, now he gains it. It's staying within 2/10 of a second, so this is all about managing tires. Whoever manages them the best is probably who we're going to see in victory lane. These guys have also stretched themselves out a little bit over John Sanud, showing John about 2.5 seconds behind him now. But John's kind of separated himself from the rest of the field a little bit. You got to cruise back a little farther to find a 44, Mr. Rabiati. You guys realize this 44 started dead last on the field?
Yep.
I believe it.
He's sitting in the 4th position right now. Still got a clean race car. I believe it's clean.
That I believe that he would come from the back to the front. He tried to do it last night, and it worked out pretty well for him. He got up in the top 10 before we ran out of time.
Yeah, I see a little damage on his right front. Probably a little bit of a brush with the wall. Nothing too serious. Cruising back to the 5th position. You're going to see the 111 of Christopher Lewis. Christopher having a good night tonight. Car looks pretty clean. Good looking paint job on that car too. Back in
Star Spangled Awesome.
Star Spangled Awesome, that's it. Back to the 6th position. We're going to have Brett Osborne in the 99 car, driving the Sim Speed Shop car. I know what the Triple S stands for. That's how I know it's Sim Speed Shop. Jason Eisenhower. So I'm giving him a good shout out on the broadcast tonight. No Country Time Lemonade tonight, though, Nation.
What's up?
Mountain Dew.
Just as good.
Mountain Dew tonight. No Country Time. Mountain Dew is a drink of choice. We'll cruise back to the 7th spot here. Taking a look at the number 60. David White got that thing up in the top 10. David having a good run tonight. First start with WFO Racing League for David. I know David from a while back in another league. Really good guy. We've had him in the booth with us the past couple of weeks, right, Nation?
Yes, we have.
Yeah. We've had Bradley a couple times in the booth, too.
Oh, shit. You know what I just noticed?
What?
Who's in third?
Johnson News in third.
Yeah, so who's watching?
His mama's watching.
Yeah.
Oh, Nation, you're not getting soft on us, are you?
Yep.
He's afraid of
Soft as hot
Mrs. Sanu.
butter.
He is afraid of her.
Why? Enlighten me.
She's going to yell.
Oh, leader just got into the wall. The 51 is going to get the run on the inside here. 92 into the wall and hard into the wall. Considerable damage on that right front.
Yep.
Freaking tongue-tied again, Nation.
That whole right front fender's gone.
He caved it
The
in.
park that points north.
Oh, but he's going to try to cross the 51 over right here. That's the one thing I hate about this track.
Even with damage, you can't get away from them.
You can't get away from them because they'll draft right back up to you, and as soon as they get a chance, they're going to cross you over. But usually if you get that damage on there, you can see Troy right now. He must have heard me because he's trying to break that draft. But it is really hard to get away from them here. Unless you're super, super smooth in the corner. I think that 92 might be driving that thing on its edge right now. He might have gotten all the good out of that right front tire, Bradley.
Yeah, and I think frustration's going to start creeping in and make it worse.
Sometimes it does. You see his corner entry was a little bit off that time, going through turn 2, and he almost hit the wall again. So I think he nailed it. I think frustration's starting to settle in there.
This track is tricky. It's one of my favorite tracks, but you can mess up here really easy. Here he comes off of the turn 3. It looked like he was going to do it again.
Yeah, he's not getting down as low as the 51 is in the corners. It looks like
backing it up.
It looks like he can't get the car to turn down there. You know what I mean? Like he's stuck up in a higher lane. You can see it as soon as he enters the corner. The car just won't cut.
When he's getting back on the gas, it seems like it's pushing way up the track, and he's having to lift on exit to keep it from hitting the wall.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm seeing too. That's a good indication that that right front tire is not willing to take much more abuse for you. You can see Troy Cook starting to stretch it out, about a half a tenth right now.
We got a race back here for 7th and 8th.
Well, we're going to head back there and check it out then. That's going to be David White.
22 coming up on him too.
Oh, we got a heck of a race, don't we? David White in the 60. 13 car is going to be Joshua Bolt. The 22 there. Who's in that one?
It's Joshua Stevens.
Joshua Stevens, that's right. And then you got the 70 right there behind him. The 13 trying to make the pass here on the bottom. The 60 is going to try to fight him off just a little bit here on the top side.
I really like that sun drop paint. That's pretty neat. If I'm seeing the right one.
Oh, 60 goes way high. He's not just going to let the 13 by here. He's probably going to let the 22 get a run on him. Nope, 60 holds him off. So move the 13 to 7.
Run.
13th to 7th, 60 to 8th here. That's your top 10, 6 through 10 right here fighting. Actually, 7 through 11.
Burt Wilson's making a run on the inside in 3 here. And the 4, Jake Van Wazer's coming in.
I see Jake Van Wazer in that Lowe's car, sticking his nose in here. Joshua Stevens in the 22. Good three-way battle right now. Now Van Wazer's going to get a little run on the 70 here. Had a really good corner there, able to keep his car lower, so that's a good indication he's probably been saving that right front tire. These guys are starting to spread out just a little bit, Bradley.
Yeah, I think they're starting to sort the cream to the top here. Guys that saved are starting to take over.
That's what I'm seeing too. I'm going back to the 3rd position now because he's moved up one more. That's going to be Robbie Oddie in the 44. Robbie is about 3 seconds back. We're going to see if that time increases or decreases, what he's able to do with the leader's time here. It'll also tell you what corners the leader's better in, and it looks like Troy Cook was a little bit better through that corner back there, which was what, turn 1?
Yeah.
So now we'll see turn 2 here. Oddie looked like he was able to shave about a 10th off.
I believe, is that the tunnel turn? Is that what they call that one?
Yeah, they call that the tunnel. We're coming through 3 now. Oddie lost about half a 10th of a second through turn 3 to the leader. Actually, down the straightaway, though, he's picking it back up, and he gained a little bit. So
I ain't got that fancy telemetry like you do.
I'm looking at it right off the right off the broadcast overlay. Literally, see the same thing the fans do on YouTube.
I got the lap telemetry for every time they cross. I just kind of go gas with you.
Well, I mean, he gets it down under 3 seconds, and then after they go through turn 1,
92 on the wall again.
We have to jump on to 92, check out that car. He's staying with the leader pretty well. He's a couple tenths back, but that damage has got to start piling up eventually.
Yep, he's got that camber in that right front all messed up. I don't know how he's keeping up with him.
He got a great run on the 51 that time.
You know, he came out of 2 and just biffed it. Same as before. It was identical. He's not giving up.
He looks like he's charging the corner a lot harder than the 51 is. Oh, he about lost it again. He had to get
saving.
He got all the way out of that gas pedal that time. That's when you know a driver is just giving it everything he's got. The car don't want to turn the way you want it to, and looked like he got a little frustrated before, settled back down again, and that now he's man, he's using every bit of racetrack off these corners.
Yeah, if the safety barrier was a foot longer, he wouldn't be happy.
We got one hitting pit road back there.
Yep.
I'd almost say this is probably close to a scheduled pit stop. These guys run 75% fuel, so not 100% like the Truck Series. Oh, 92 way out of the gas on corner exit. Looked like the 44 struggled a bit back there too. And I'm going to say that that would be correct because he lost about a half a second on the field here on the leaders.
I want to say the Glenn Jameson pitted, and there's another car in pit road with him. I believe they have damage they're repairing right now.
Well, we are
Brett
at
Osborne.
92 peeling off right now on pit road. That's going to be your second place driver, Dylan Altum. He's going to peel it off, take it down pit road here. We're actually going to watch him go through this stop.
And I'm noticing something else about all these cars on pit road.
What's
they
that?
They all have right front damage on them. All of them.
Yeah, I just seen the 92 go past the 3, and his right front was bashed in pretty good. You can see the 63's right front bashed in here.
Yep. I think they told the crew they've had enough. They want tires.
Yeah, I'd say so. They were screaming for tires that look like on about lap 10. You see Christopher Lewis sliding in the 111 here. They're going to drop that 92. He's going to get back going out on the track. I think Hal Amy is just sitting there. He may have considerable damage on that car. He does, the whole front end of it.
51's coming down pit road. That's your leader.
All right, so we're going to jump on the 51, Troy Cook.
Robbie Audie's going to follow him in.
It's going to be the back to blue paint scheme. That right, Nation? Back to blue?
Yep.
Good looking paint scheme on the 51.
Now the 92's coming around. I think this might work out in his favor to get the lead back.
Yeah, it could. Getting that stop, one lap early helps a ton.
Yep.
And then we're going to see who's better on pit road, too. Getting down pit road, getting off of it, because you can really make up a ton of time.
Yep.
And you see Robbie Oddie already out of his pit stall. I believe Oddie's going to beat Troy Cook off pit road here. And he does. Troy Cook looks like he's got a 15-second penalty. He must have got caught on entry.
Yep.
Exactly what happened. Man, these green flag pit stops, you cannot make mistakes like that. They will cost you severely.
Is it too late to change my pick?
If this stays,
If they stay green, that's going to be dire.
Yep, if it stays green, that could be very, very well the end of his chances of winning. Man, you really hate to see that. Burt Wilson, he was our leader. He is bringing it down pit road right now.
I just had an overwhelming good feeling for these green flag pit stops. I'm happy to see this.
Yeah, I think it might be a sign of things to come.
Yep.
Getting back on our leader here. That's going to be the 92 of Dylan Altum. He don't need to set qualifying laps now. If I'm Dylan, I'm going to take it easy on my tires here.
Yeah, just save it and let's keep what's left of the fender on it.
I mean, you're looking at a 7 or a 9.2 second lead now over the 19 car, I believe it is.
Yes, that's Sean
Garrier.
Garrier? Is that how you pronounce it?
Probably Gurrier.
I need hooked on phonics.
Oh, it's all right.
But I believe the 19 hasn't pitted yet.
He probably hasn't. Oh, yeah, because I'm still showing the 70 as the leader, but it hasn't cycled out. Here we go.
Right.
Once it cycles out, it'll be right. Dylan Altum's the leader in the 92. Second place right now, I'm scoring. Wait for it. Robbie Oddie.
Yeah, the 19 was peeling off pit road to get that slot. He's back on the track now. It's going to put him back to P12, 13, I think.
Yeah, now now it's going to sort out. Robbie Oddie 5.7 seconds back from the leader. John Sanu still running third. Jump on John Sanu for a minute here. He's going to be 8.3 seconds back behind the leader. Get back to fourth. You're going to find Brian Hubble in the 21. Fifth is going to be the 99 of Brett Osborne. Then you get back here to the 111 of Christopher Lewis and the 51 of Troy Cook. Troy just picked that position up from the 111. So you can score Troy in the 51 up into the 6th spot. I can tell you guys, though, and Nation probably remembers this from earlier in the season, we watched that 51 car drive through the field and win a race one night, didn't we, Nation?
We sure did.
So we've seen him get behind before and overcome it, but it takes caution sometimes falling at just the right time.
Yeah. Well, if there's anyone capable, I think he is. He's able to do it. The guy drives clean, too.
Robbie Oddie's already shaved about 0.7 of a second off the lead. He's still 5 seconds back, but the 44's coming.
You mentioned John Sanu earlier. It's good to see him having a good run, staying top 3, top 5.
Yeah, John deserves it. He's been working hard to get it, and it is really good to see him running up here.
He's always a victim of circumstance in the truck races. I see him just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oddie's really closing in. He's down to 4.7 seconds now, so he picked another 0.3 up.
Oh, there's a wall. 44 in it. Pushed a little too hard out of 2, and they got him.
That's what happens when you get that far behind. I'll tell you what, it hasn't really cost them on the clock yet.
That wall must have some
A little bit of
butter.
safer barrier.
It's slick. It's not slowing him down any. Some Crisco on it.
Yeah, and that 44's right front is no worse to wear than the 92's is. In fact, I think the 92's is worse.
Yep.
Adi's still able to cut into the lead another 1/10 of a second here. Working on 2/10 of a second right now, so 44 car still a little bit quicker. He's gained 1.3 seconds since we went. Oh, got the wall again. Just as we're talking about it.
He's trying to renovate turn 2.
Maybe he's trying to make the rear end match the front end. I don't know.
I fought the wall, and the wall won.
That's usually what wins here. It's funny because you see him get up there and scrape that wall and then shave another 1/10 or 2 off the time.
Maybe it's working. That's his line. Keep going with it.
I think he might have learned something. He did some learning, Nation.
Schooling.
He took him to school, didn't he?
You're going to learn something today.
Robbie Adi, 4.1 seconds back now. That's shaving well over a second off the lead. And
I'm trying to find a car other than the 51 that doesn't have right front fender damage right now.
I think the 51.
I think the 86 maybe?
86.
No, he's got it too.
Yeah, his is very slight. The 86 would be what I called a 0X off the wall. Hell, actually, I've seen a...
09. There's one.
Yeah, Troy Cook's right front still looks good. You see Hal Amy right behind him. He just got back out here.
Demarius Hickenbottom's got a clean car.
Yeah, 99. I see his right front tire sticking out. 60 car don't look real bad.
No, 111. Well, 111 just disappeared there for a second.
Abracadabra. I'm back now.
So, you're really from West Virginia there?
I'm really not from here.
You're not from here, but you live there.
I live here, but I'm not from here.
No, West Virginia adopted nation. Don't let them pull your leg.
He said, my people.
That's right. They adopted them.
Yeah, they wish.
They're like, nation is our family.
You know what I'd say to that?
Every time he goes to the store, them women with no teeth, barefooted, invite nation back to their house.
Yeah, every time I go to the store, I say, you got any big ribs?
Watching that 111, he keeps every now and then just disappears down the front straightaway and comes back.
Yeah, as long as you return, what's the problem, right?
Yeah, I mean, this field's spread out enough now. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. But
yeah, it shouldn't hinder the guys too much, I wouldn't think, but
I think his real name's Chris Angel, not Christopher Lewis. He just disappears, man.
I didn't see him disappear. I'm watching him. I think maybe that might be your computer, Bradley.
Maybe.
I think that old Hollywood computer might be giving up a bit.
It's that West Virginia internet.
West Virginia internet, he said. I see in Chicago and, what the hell other city was it? Minneapolis, that Verizon Wireless released their 5G network today.
Did all the teenagers lose their minds?
I guess so. I seen speed tests that people were putting up like 400 to 600 megs a second on the download. So much better than 4G. Much better than 4G.
That's awesome. I can Google useless knowledge even faster.
Exactly.
Or Pornhub.
Or Pornhub.
That might be where it works good to your advantage there, Nation. You get an unlimited data plan on 5G. But here's the biggest question. How long do you think it will take Verizon or any other carrier to get 5G in West Virginia?
Hell, they barely have 3G.
Exactly.
We barely have indoor.
Exactly.
There's radio reception every now and then.
This is some good racing right here, the 111 and the 60.
Yep.
111 got by him, 60's crossing him over. Oh, 111 disappeared. He's back again.
Yep. See, it wasn't me. It's that front straightaway. He does it the same place every time.
Man, I'd almost say that's a
Like
glitch in the server, or maybe even a glitch in the server.
Bermuda Triangle thing.
Yeah, got the Bermuda. Oh no, don't say that, Nation. We might get sucked into it next time by.
I'm just saying, bro.
We're gonna have to get on a different car to watch. Nation's scaring the hell out of me up here.
Watching the 44
bad.
drive away this leader.
That's what I've been watching too. He's got that lead cut down to 3 seconds flat now.
Just took another 10th off of him. Troy Cook's up to 4th. He's worked his way through the field relatively quick. His next move is John Sanu, but he's got 5 seconds to catch up.
Yeah, he's got a 5-second gap, and I thought that was big before, but we've seen the 44 catching up. So let's take a look at that gap that Troy's got. I'm showing my
well, without a caution, he's
showing a 5.9 second gap right now. So let's see what that goes down to here.
Yeah, he's got a 17 total on the race leader, so without a caution, I just don't see that happening. But he could pick up John. So you Southern West Virginia there? Or
Yep.
Bluefield?
Princeton.
I got family in Bluefield.
Sorry about your luck, bro.
They're not actually like, they're on the border. Front yard is Virginia. The house is built in West Virginia.
I'll tell you what,
I
last
can't
lap
stand
there,
it.
Dylan Altum was faster than Troy Cook was. He was actually faster than Troy Cook and Robbie Gotti.
Wow.
Maybe Altum was managing his tires this run. He's taking a look in the mirror, sees that 44 trying to creep up in on him, and he might be getting on the gas a little bit now.
We're on our second round of green flag pit stops.
That's awesome.
21 just pulled in.
That's a good day.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is. Well, we went through 2 quick cautions. We haven't had any since then, so.
And this is a day I've been cursing Vern all day long.
What the hell you cursing me for?
You came out too late. I was tired as hell last night.
That wasn't my fault.
Yeah. It was
How's it my fault those guys wrecked?
your fault. I'm blaming you. and I
Oh,
have all the-
44 just threw
Yeah.
sparks again. Did you see it?
Yep. That's his line, man.
He's
Let him run his line.
He's giving that wall some love, isn't he? But the car don't look that bad, Bradley.
I don't know. He must.
Oh, hard into the wall that time.
Wow.
44 goes hard into that outside wall. He's downshifting. He's had enough of them tires. He's coming to pit road. Maybe not.
Nope.
No, he's just downshifting. We're going on the
I think
in-car.
that one broke his momentum.
Let's take a look at the in-car here. Let's see if he's doing the downshift regular, or if it's like you said, he broke his momentum there.
Well, I know out of 3 you can kind of do that. It's like New Hampshire where you're just kind of rolling and you can kind of
Right.
do that. Oh, there's a caution.
Oh, we got a caution right now.
And I'm trying to find you a car number, but I
Oh,
don't
come
know
on,
who it
Bradley.
is.
Come on, Bradley. Oh, anybody.
This field is so spread out, it's hard to find.
Yeah, I'm trying
I don't know if a car maybe came up on pit road wrong. I don't see any wrecked cars.
to see a car sitting on pit road, but you know what? Let's just take a shot in the dark like we used to do. Go back 60 seconds and see what we can find here.
Fire.
Fire. I'm not going to make no promises, though, because I can't find a car.
You can make the promise of fire.
I'll try to listen to the
Wasn't
race
the
chatter and see if I
63.
can race control. See if maybe they
99. 99 car. I got it.
Already.
I'm right. And let's hit another replay here.
Yeah, John's
Yeah,
having a
he's
hard
already
time finding
slow
it.
right here, so let's back it up one more time. And here we go. We're back far enough now. I think we're going to see exactly what happened to Brett Osborne in the 99. We had a 111 disappearing back there in his normal spot. He blew up. 99 blew a motor. He coasted off the track to the inside, but he got on the binders and into the inside wall there, and it brought out the caution. And Cindy, your prayer has been answered. We have a caution.
You are welcome.
We thank the engine builder for the 99 car.
Cindy was praying for a caution?
She wanted a caution so the 51 would get back up there and have a fighting chance to win this thing.
I see.
And she got it. Yeah, you see him put it into the wall here, and that's going to be the end of the 99's night. Mostly due to the fact that we don't have any what? Fast repairs. Come on, Nation, you know that.
Wow, I'm watching what you're replaying now.
I got lucky, and I found the caution. Sometimes you just look at what cars are on pit road.
Yeah.
And then if one wasn't the caution, maybe the next guy was.
It was the one behind him.
I wish I could tell John Tate they're still asking on the track who was involved, what happened.
Dylan Altum beating him off pit road. Look at that. John Sanu in the 86 car coming out second here. 21 laps to go. This is going to be a big one right here, especially for Sanu. He showed that he had a strong car, so I think he's capable of running up here with these guys. And he just drove it off pit road, it looks like, in the second position. So
He's also shown that he can keep the fenders off, or keep the fenders clean. So,
well, actually, as you say that, I was just looking. Yeah, his car looks good, don't it?
mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, that 51 coming out third looks pretty good too. So we got one car leading it that's got considerable right front damage, would you say?
Yeah.
You got a car in second that doesn't look like he has any right front damage. If he does, it's so minimal that, you know, maybe a 0X. Third place car, no right front damage. Fourth place car, still got a little bit of damage. Looks like they tuned this car up a little bit. I think they got some of it fixed. Let's take a look at it here. Yeah, that don't look too bad at all. The crew did a great job patching that car back up there. But he cost himself a couple of positions getting the damage fixed, but it may pay for itself on this restart.
It's going to be really interesting how these guys drive now with less than 20 laps to go.
Yeah, you see a lot of cars that had trouble tonight looking through the field. Maybe they weren't caught up in those early cautions, but they might have caught themselves up in the wall quite a few times.
That's what I see. A lot of these cars are beat up bad, and it looks like they've been through a pileup, but they've just tagged that outside wall so many times.
You got a lot of guys here that are probably staying out to take a wave around, if I had to guess.
Yeah. They were asking about that one to go signal, so we're gonna have about 5 guys get back on the lead lap.
Well, the racing's been good tonight. Can't complain about that. We're on our third caution flag, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to take a look at it here. 3 cautions for a total of 11 laps. Not bad at all. We still got 21 laps to go, so. Man, it takes forever to pace around a 2.5-mile track.
Oh, boy, it does.
I
think it's a minute 48 to get around this thing.
Those nine cautions last night must have felt like an eternity for these guys.
I'm going to keep that one to myself.
Maybe that's why we've only seen 3 tonight.
It definitely wears you out. It's more stressful to drive in a single line at 70 miles an hour than have 3 wide.
I think one of the biggest things that it does is it ices you every time.
Yep, you feel like you're starting over.
Yep. All right, we're going to get ready for a restart, Nation. They're 2x2x2x2. How far? That sumbitch went to get a beer.
He's 13 beers deep in a 12-pack right now.
He's got his headset on, so he can hear us, but he can't talk. But as Nation would say, we're 2x2x2 all the way back. And that's what we are. Getting ready for a restart here, lap 60.
I had to go find my smokes.
Oh, my gosh.
Well,
there's 20 to go. Burn them now. Burn them now.
Burn them down. Smoke them if you got them.
I am.
I know. I hear you.
Now.
You haven't smoked all race?
Oh, what are you, crazy?
What'd you do, run out and have to go get a new pack?
No, the wife bought them. I just couldn't find them.
Oh.
I'll say last night, I know that John Houston had at least 2 packs. Tonight, I don't think he's had very much opportunity to do that.
Yeah, he smokes like a broken stove.
You hear that lighter. You hear that lighter every caution. Time. Man, they've been having him smoke a lot, haven't they? Last night he did. He smoked out.
I'm gonna chime in one night. I want us to be like, quit bringing out these cautions. We're giving John cancer. We need to stop it.
All right, pace car's in. Green flag's out. 92 gets a good start. So's a 44. 44 being a benefactor on that outside line there. Going to try to take advantage of it and get up in the second spot. I don't know, though. That 86, I bet you he hangs pretty strong on the bottom here.
I think there was a little give on that 44.
Oh, 44's going to dive underneath of him and clear him. Give second to the 44. 44 almost sent it into the wall. 51, Troy Cook. He's battling on the bottom of the 86 now, too. 92, Dylan Altum still leading this race. Dylan just wants to get away from him, or wouldn't mind seeing them bend their cars up, would he?
Ooh, 51 almost got into the 86.
That was close. 51's going to have to get out of the gas, and he's going to take – oh, look at that.
The 92 lost a lot of ground.
What happened to the 92 right there?
I think he brushed the wall on entry, misjudged the corner coming in or something.
Wow, maybe missed his braking point or something, but the 44 just blows right by him.
We got a new leader, 44. Robbie Audie's going to get about 4/10 there on the lead.
Spent 60 laps getting up there, but he's up there now, and these other guys might be in trouble. I don't know, though. 44's pushing up the track quite a bit.
Yeah, right front damage. I think his camber's off.
It's kind of funny, just when you think one guy might be the strong horse, crack, right off the wall they go. You can see Audie is struggling quite a bit in these corners.
I'm watching the 51. He's trying to get his ground back on there, and he's using the apron in 2, and he's tagging the apron in 3 as well.
Sometimes that apron will help that car turn. He's gaining on him.
Oh, yeah, it's working for him. He's been doing that all night.
Yeah, these guys still got 18 laps to go here, so that's a long way on these right front tires. I wouldn't count anyone out of this in that top 5 or 6 positions.
No. And John Snoo's starting to make up ground on the leader as well.
I see that. 92 not losing anything, maybe gaining slightly. You see the 92's kind of just baby stepping it off the corner compared to earlier.
I think he learned from that long green flag run that you got to save just a little bit. And there's not much time left here, so save for about 10 and then let it hang out.
Maybe.
86 is losing ground.
I see the 86 push up a little bit right there. That's going to allow the 51 to get a good run on him here. We're going to take a look at this race for a second. You can see the 51 really backing that corner up to get a good run through it. And I think that's just what he's doing better. I mean, all night long, he's just been backing the corners up and getting a great run off of them and down the straightaway here.
I think that's why he's using that throttle to pitch that car right at the apron. And, you know, backing that corner up, you're able to do that. You can get on the gas a little earlier and send it right to the bottom. I would touch it a little too much there.
Yeah, I seen it hop in the apron right there, and that's going to hurt his run off a little bit.
I don't think you should do that in 1. It's just a little too steep.
I remember in 1 here where you could enter about a lane or a lane and a half higher than the bottom. and get a much better run off of it.
Yeah. Treat it like Michigan.
Absolutely. Yep. Treat it just like Michigan and go in above that seam, and you would get just a much better run off the corner. You can see the 3, though, or the 51. You see him bouncing a little bit, getting in the grass. But he's still gaining speed there. It's still working for him. So what don't work down in 1 works in 3.
Audi uses the wall. The 51's using the grass. There's just some unique lines on this track tonight.
86 going to get out of the gas a little bit early there. Let the 51 go. Don't want to race them hard. You can see the 111 of Christopher Lewis trying to move into the picture. 86 just looks like he's doing whatever he can to keep it out of the wall at this point.
I think he's got the car under him. He's just got to collect it back up, get back to running your line, and you'll be fine.
Too much of that, though, you're going to make that right front angry, and it don't get better, and I think that's what he did. You can see right there, he brushes the wall. I mean, that right front is angry. That car does not want to turn. I
think he needs to back his corners up just a little bit more.
He's going to try to stay outside of the 111 here. You see the 60 of David White having a good night tonight. David White going to come up here and try to get him in. I don't think he's going to try to go to the top 5 here, Bradley.
Yep.
Johnson New on the outside. Christopher Lewis on the inside, the 111. David White, the 60 car, looking right between them here.
I don't need David White taking my Rookie of the Year honors.
Got some guys dashing around behind him, not too bad. All right, so Troy Cook has made it up to third. He's about 2.3 seconds back behind Audi. Dylan Altum's still about a half a second behind the leader. We'll show you what that looks like on the racetrack here. Man, that 44 is pushing it. And it's still, I'm telling you, there's still a long way to go to be doing that.
Well, I mean, what, we got 13 to go?
Got 13 to go right now.
It might be time to let it all hang out.
Nah, I'm going to wait till about 7. I know how the tires are in this car at this track, and you can see both of them. The 92 barely got off the corner that time.
It's good for the 51 of Troy Cook, though. He's starting to make up ground on him. And so long as, I mean, if they keep burning up their right front, they're going to start tagging that wall. It's just going to help the 51.
And right there, 44 leader bounces it off the wall. Just when you said that, the sparks start to fly.
Yep.
Boom, confetti.
It's hard to judge, man, because it seems like these tires, they just fall off all at one time in one corner that just starts. And once that happens to you,
I'll tell you, I'm watching these two struggle, but I'm also watching them pull away from the 51. He was 2.3 seconds back. He's nearly 3 seconds back right now.
Did he get to the wall?
I don't think so. I'll take a look back here at his car. It don't look like I see any damage on the right front at all.
I mean, we still got some good racing from 9th, and they're still pretty tight from 8th on back there.
Yeah, they're battling it out pretty good. Oh, he might have touched the wall, the 51 right there on corner entry.
Okay.
You get a sense of urgency when you get down close to 10 to go, man, and it really it can get difficult trying to work from behind as it gets later in the race, too.
The 19 is Sean Greger, I believe he called him. He just tagged the wall, gave a spot to the 22, Joshua Stevens.
Sean Garrier driving the iRacing 19 tonight. That's some good racing going on. You see the 70 jumping underneath the 22 here.
Yep.
That's going to allow the 19 to get a good run. He almost thought about going up that middle, but he thought better about it. He gets out of the gas.
Right front took over. Right front took over. Good choice, though.
Yeah, he stepped out of the gas. He's going to let the 21 run up all over him here. If he would have full sent that one, it would have been right into the wall. He didn't have nowhere else to go. He might have ended up in one of them houses back there.
All right, Nation, make a prediction. Who's going to win this race?
Not me.
Not Nation.
watching Robbie Audi start to pull away here.
Yeah, Audie's starting to stretch it out just a little bit. Troy Cook's still falling off the lead. I don't know. I mean, sometimes these cautions ice you and get you out of your rhythm, and it's hard to find it again.
I feel like I'm playing the lottery. I had the right numbers in the wrong order.
Going back to the 51, I don't see any damage on that right side. No, I see no damage on the right front at all. I think he's just not hitting his rhythm, Bradley.
Maybe he's saving? I don't know.
Well, I mean, you're 70 of 80. If you were saving anything, it's time to hit the go pedal and go.
Yeah. 3.5, almost 4 seconds now.
It is back the blue, Nation, not back to blue. Back the blue.
We might see a runaway with the 44 Robbie Audi here. Unless something drastic happens. He's doing pretty well.
Audi trying to stretch it out. There's still 10 laps to go, though. 9 laps to go, so.
We got a single file field all the way back to 15th.
I think the 92 learned something early in the race, and he may just very well be waiting for the right time to push the car.
Well, we're going to find out with 8 to go here.
I'm sure he's waiting for the 44 to tag the wall. I'd be like, come on, hit it. This lap, do it.
Do it. You know you want to.
Do it. Just hit the wall.
Fill his mirror up. That's what you got to do now. If he's going to make a mistake, you're going to have to go right behind him.
That's exactly right. You got to put pressure on him. Either that, or if he's watching that ticker, start closing the gap on him.
You said it. Click the ticker.
Click that ticker. Don't click the ticker. We ain't clicking the ticker no more. We got the ticker working good. There ain't no reason to click it.
Yeah,
Just click it.
It was good last
not
night, too.
clicking the ticker.
Goddamn ticker.
It looked real good.
44, your leader, got about 0.8 of a second on Mr. Dylan Altum in the 92. Troy Cook, I'm not sure what happened. It's just like he, I don't know. It's like the rhythm is gone. Maybe the mojo left.
He's in the top 3. We're not going to take that away from him. He had that tough break on pit road. Thankfully, the caution bailed him out. So.
Well, I noticed down in turn 1, he's still hitting that apron pretty good and bouncing the car. And I think doing that in 1, I agree with you. I don't think that's a very wise move.
No, it upsets the car too much. Using it here with these flat corners, that's good. You can kind of stagger the car.
Well, it helps turn it.
Right. But in 1, you're scraping that splitter right off the track.
Exactly, which is just scrubbing speed off.
Yep.
It's going to help him in 2 and 3, but 1, it's not going to help him any. He's able to pick up a couple of tenths this lap, but I might, just like 2 tenths too late.
I'm going to give a shout out to my boy Johnson New holding that 4th place right now.
John doing a
Still
great job tonight.
Top 5. Christopher Lewis has got his mirror full. The 60s passing, I believe, the 90. They're fighting back and forth for 6th place. And the 60 kind of fell off there. I think he overshot 2 and gave it back.
Yep, you see the 111 there. I don't know, is he still disappearing on the front stretch there or what?
I haven't seen it again yet. We'll see. This 90's going to get a run on him coming into 3 here. So see if his disappearing act works this time.
I don't know, Cindy. Maybe they give the 51 a bad set of tires there or something, but something's definitely amiss in that car. He may have dropped a cylinder too. Got a good battle here. 111 and 90. 60 trying to get back up to these guys. All these.
Did you see how much that 90 backed that corner up?
Oh, 60 drove it down there off those off those rumple strips and really upset that car right there. 111, though, he's starting to pull away from him a little bit. I think the battle's going to be right behind the 111. That's going to be the 90 and the 60.
Yeah, Zach Lampert and David White, I mean, it's back and forth. The 90 catches the 111 and then loses a little ground, and the 60 catches back up. Maybe they're just setting each other up to kind of find what their line is and make that last lap pass.
I don't know. Behind them there, I bet that 70's getting pretty hungry. All these guys want to pick up what they can at the end of this thing.
I am thrilled. We are going to be done before 11 o'clock tonight. That is amazing. This is outstanding driving by these guys.
I think it's a new record.
I'm very happy.
Actually, last Thursday night, what we end up having there, 2 cautions, Nation?
Yeah.
We're done at like 10:30.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we're 10:25 right now, so this race is going to finish by 10:30. We got a race back here. 60 car looking to the inside there for a second. Anthony, good to see you in the broadcast, buddy. Nation, speaking of that, driver of the day, you got track of it?
Yes.
All right, Nation's got track of our driver of the day. You got 4 laps to vote for your favorite WFO driver of the day.
3 is up by 1.
Vote once, not twice, but once. You got 4 laps to get them in. Let's get them in. Let's see who our driver of the day at WFO is.
And I'm going to catch your ass if you try to do it twice.
That's right. All right, Robbie Oddie stretched it out a little bit here. 1.2 seconds now over Dylan Altum. I think Dylan has burnt the right front off the car, pissed it off or something.
He's gone.
And he's not there. Missing in action, Nation.
There, but now it's not.
It was there, but now it's gone. Troy Cook has been able to stabilize the gap, but not really close it.
Yeah, he just ran a 55.6, and our leader ran a 55.5.
Right. So they're real close. They're about a 10th off in lap time, and it shows up here on the ticker.
Yep.
But he's not losing to him. He just isn't gaining, and unfortunately 3 laps isn't going to be enough to do it.
Nope. I think unless Robbie Audi just face plants the wall somewhere on this track, I think he's got this one wrapped up.
I'll tell you what, Dylan Altum cut it down a couple tenths of a second.
I'm counting my chickens now.
He's got the chickens out of the coop, counting them all, getting a good head count here. Got a 1.1 second lead between first and second. I can tell you what, that 92 is doing everything he can to catch up to this 44. I mean, he is going to drive this thing until the right front tire flies off and hits Nation right in the forehead.
He's only picking up a 10th that lap, though. He's going to have to pick up more than that.
He needs about a half a second a lap, don't he?
Yep.
Robbie Oddie makes one mistake, though, and there's a half a second right there. Oh, another 10th right down this corner, that straightaway. That 92 is in full send mode right here. He's got it
on the wheel and driving, boys.
Yes, he is. He's got it down to another 10th right there.
Put him up on the dash.
6/10 of a second. The 92 is on it. Now back to 7. He may have made the right front angry. We're going to find out. Back down to 6/10. Got the draft. Almost down another 10th here. Final lap of the race, half a second. Separates first and second. If anything, that 92 made a great run at it. He might have got too far, too late, you know. Robbie Oddie wanting to break a draft if there's any draft there. 5/10 of a second or a half a second behind him is going to be Dylan Altum in the 92. Troy Cook's fallen to about 5.3 seconds off the lead now.
92's gaining. I don't know if he's got enough time, but he's gaining.
I think he's just out of time. I don't think he's going to get to the 44 quick enough.
Nope, it's going to be the 44 off of 3.
Going through
Looking
turn
good.
3
Lost
now.
a little speed,
He
but
lost
it's not
speed
gonna
because he
matter.
almost knocked the wall down, but it isn't going to be enough because Rabbiati is your winner tonight. 2 weeks in a row, back-to-back Xfinity Series races, Rabbiati race winner.
There he is. We got second place with David Altum, and Troy Cook's going to bring her home in third. It was a good race, guys.
Yeah, it was a good race. It was really cool seeing the 92 drive up there like that. I think he just waited too late, Bradley. I mean,
Yep. I think he had something for him.
I think he
just
had the
not
car at
enough
the
time.
end, just not enough time to get there. That's a chance that you take here. You know, sometimes you don't know how much tire to use and when to use it, and I think that's what happened to the 92 tonight. The 50,
the 92 had a measuring stick for that wall, so.
51, we're just going to have to find out what happened when we get him in the booth here.
Yep.
All right, let's go down here and find this 44 and get him up here for an interview. Nation, you want this interview?
Nah, go ahead.
Bradley, you want it?
I'll take it.
All right,
That's fine.
we'll give it to Bradley here. Let me move him up for you. There you go, Bradley.
Rabbiati, you're up here in the booth. Back-to-back wins. You drove the doors quite literally off that car tonight. How do you feel about that?
Feel good. Feel good. I feel like we had to start in the back due to qualifying issues, and then after that, I missed my pit stop because I'm not used to being that far back. So, and then we had a battle for a field. And David on that one run, he short pitted one lap and just got out to a 6-second lead. And I was running him back down, and that caution came out. But yeah, I was just talking to my spotter at the end. And he was like, you know, David's still there, right? Because I looked, and he caught me a lot at the end. I just wasn't paying attention. But it was a good race for us.
You mentioned coming from the back to the front, and you must have felt like you passed 100 cars tonight. But you were coming off a 2 there, and I don't know if that was your line, but I think turn 2 wall's a little bit thinner tonight.
Yeah. In the middle of the race, I couldn't. It happened to me in the truck too. I couldn't see the exit because the sun was just right there. So you just gotta guess where the wall is, kinda. And with David running so fast tonight, I had to use all the track I could. And
I like it, Robbie.
yeah.
The sun was in your eyes. It's good. I like it.
I'm serious.
I believe you. No, I really do. It was a good run, and it seemed to be working for you. That line out of 2. I wouldn't have tried it, but it worked for you really well. And you're going to come home with a win tonight. That was a good run tonight. Congratulations, buddy. Got anybody
Thank you. Yeah, I'd just like to thank Kyle Murphy, Identity Sports, Cherokee Brown, Rogue Energy. Rogue Energy, one of our best sponsors, so make sure to go check out Rogue Energy.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you for taking time up here with us, and good luck next week.
Yep, thank you.
All right, that was your race winner, number 44, Rabbiati. We're going to get Dylan Altum. Everybody calls him David because that's what his iRacing name is, but his real name is Dylan Altum. So we're going to move him up here and see how he felt about his second-place run. I'll take this one. Dylan Altum, this is Vern Bradley up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, I do.
Good run tonight, second place. Tell us a little bit about those last 5 laps. Looked like you started to gain there. Tell us a little bit about that.
I was gaining a lot. I guess I was running the corners better. I was letting off a little bit more, getting the car to set in. It feels like on this track, you get tires, you run good with new tires, and they fade and they come back. And I was kind of getting up to him. It sucked because last lap, right at the finish line, I was only 0.5 on him. One more lap, I could have had it. But this is my best finish, so I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, you had a great run all night long. Looked like the car was real strong for you. So fighting for the lead, that 2 spot, you spent quite a bit of time there tonight. And it's just I think it might just be a preview of things to come for you here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do that. I mean, mostly it's luck for me. That's been my issue for the past couple of weeks. I've been fast, but I just been getting caught up in a bunch of wrecks. So,
yeah, what'd you think of the race tonight? I mean, from what we've seen up in the broadcast booth, very few cautions.
it was amazing. I think the best race we've had in a while.
That's awesome. That's what we're looking forward to in the other series. I think we're going to get there. I think it's just taken this group of guys a little bit of time this season to get gelled together. So I'll tell you, we look forward to interviewing you a lot more this season with that 92
Hopefully, I'll be the
ride.
first person interviewed. Hopefully, I'll be the first person interviewed next week at the Roval.
I'll tell you what, Dylan, you got anyone you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my sponsor, Altum Trucking. Also, I'd like to thank my teammate, Brad Osborne. He helped me hosting practices and all that. It's the only reason I was really fast. And his sponsor, Sim Speed Shop.
Awesome. Good to
I
hear.
appreciate you guys having me.
Hey, no problem. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
That was the 92, Dylan Altum, your second place finisher. And now, who won our driver of the day, Nation?
That would be the number 3 car.
All right. So we're going to get our third place finisher, Troy Cook, up here. Nation, you want it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right. There you go.
Troy Cook. This is Nation and Vern Bradley and Bradley Cooper.
What's up, guys?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm happy.
Well, I would be too if I was in third at Pocono.
Get out of Pocono with a top 3. I'll take it.
Take it all day long. What
Nation would take a
I-
top 10.
I'd take the last place.
You take just
to finish
finishing
the
it.
But how'd you feel there at the getting towards the?
I felt pretty good. I burned up my tires racing with John Sanu, and by the time I got by him, Robbie and David were gone, so I didn't have anything for him there at the end. I just kind of rode it out.
Well, you look good there. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Hey,
thanks.
do you have anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all my family and my friends for watching, my kids, my girlfriend Crystal, you guys at WFO for putting it on. I'm having a blast.
Well, that's awesome, bro. Man, you did a good job, a really good job.
Thanks. Yeah, I was happy. I led some laps and ran up front. I got a speeding penalty on that green flag pit stop. I was
Yeah, we've
17
seen that.
seconds behind.
Yeah, those sting a little.
Yeah, so I was glad to see that last caution for sure.
Yeah, we were wondering what happened. I mean, it looked like you could hold a little steady for a little bit with the lap time, and then it would fall back some. So now that we hear that you burnt a tire up racing Sanu there, I thought you may have dropped a cylinder or something.
Yeah, maybe.
We were going to make it sound real cool, so we'll go with it. You dropped a cylinder, and just, the power wasn't there anymore. So
Just go with it.
We can go with
Yeah,
that.
just go with that.
So you had a drop cylinder in a 51 car. It's unfortunate, but still able to bring it home third. So you got to be happy about that for the points situation.
Yep. Yeah. Should be sitting pretty good.
Put that bad boy on the trailer and bring it back next week and go for a win.
That's the plan.
All right. Troy Cook, once again, congratulations, and we will talk to you in a little bit.
Thanks, everybody. And I want to thank John up in the tower, too. I forgot to mention him. So, thanks.
Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was your third place finisher, the 51 of Troy Cook. Nation, you want to do the honors here?
No, Vern, I think you should do the honors here.
Then I'll do the honors here. Hal, Amy, this is Vern Bradley, Nation 01, and Bradley Cooper in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
How are you guys?
We're doing absolutely awesome.
What up, Al?
We got you
I'm
here.
man.
We got you here because you are the WFO X Series Driver of the Day.
Wow.
So that's another Driver of the Day for you. That's 2 this week, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, it looked like the fans for the 3 car come out in force tonight. It was another close battle between you and the 51 for that, but you're going to come away with the honors, and gotta show some love to those fans for that, Hal.
Yep, that's for sure. I had
But-
a rough night. But
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that. I saw you spent quite a bit of time with your crew on pit road there. It looked like a bunch of guys just sitting on the wall eating some ice cream. So,
I was just going over that before he pulled me up with a guy. I got into 2 guys, and that was all my fault. I mean, I was trying to let him go by. We got to the tunnel turn, and I went to hit the brake to slow down, and I slid right up into him.
Yeah, that's a. I'll tell you, it's a tough car to get around here. I know from practicing it, the car gets really tight after a few laps, and it's all about managing that tire. So tell us a little bit about how that felt, about how many laps you could go before it really started to push on you.
I think like 10, it started to really just, I couldn't turn it.
Just plowing right up to the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was trying to back the corners up, and I was trying to let them guys go. They were a little faster, and I hit the brakes, and I just slid up into them.
Well, racing all 3 different cars this week, tell us the difference with the Xfinity car versus like the truck or the K&N car.
Out of all of them, I think K&N was the best.
So the K&N seemed to handle a little bit better around here?
Yeah, and I had a lot more speed with that car.
Was the truck better than the Xfinity car?
I think so.
Maybe the truck turned a little better?
Yeah, you could brake the truck a little bit more and get it to turn into the corners where once I got bent up, when I was on pit road, I turned my brake bias down a little more and I could turn it a little easier, but I don't know if it's because it was bent or because I backed the brake off.
Yeah, sometimes they bend just right and it helps them rotate down in the corner too, so it's really hard to tell at that point.
Yeah, it's like I was telling everybody else, we finished it. We wound up 15th or 16th. I'm happy with it. I mean, I could have been wrecked out there.
It's still a learning experience in the Xfinity car for you, right?
Yeah.
So we'll call Hal a rookie in this car. You'll get it, man.
Yeah, I've been running it a lot.
I'm not looking at the schedule right now, but I think that we're going to Kansas with this car next week.
Yeah, it's one of my good tracks.
And Kansas is a really fun track, and it's usually a track these Xfinity cars get around real well at. So look forward to seeing the 3-car come back at Kansas next week to see what you can do.
Yeah, hopefully we can get a good finish here.
All right, Hal, I'm going to put you back down there for the post-race meeting. We're going to wrap things up here, and we'll be down with you in a minute.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Take care, Al.
That was Hal Lamy, driver of the 3-car, WFO X Series driver of the day. So, race breakdown. What do you guys think? We'll start with you, Nation.
They went in a circle.
Is it truly a circle, though?
It's kind of a... Well, no, there's no...
It's a triangle.
Lunar shape.
Yeah, it's a triangle.
Triangle. It's the tricky triangle. All right, so Nation says they went around in a triangle. They did do that for 80 laps, and Robbie Oddie was able to beat everybody with the fastest, shortest time to that 80 laps, so that makes Oddie the race winner tonight. What do you think, Brad?
Is that how that works?
It's exactly how it works. The one who gets to the checkered flag the fastest wins the race.
How about that?
Awesome, isn't it? Bradley,
Pretty good way to do it.
break the race down in your perspective. What'd you see tonight?
My perspective, I saw a lot of guys giving and being patient up until the right front wore off, which, that happens to everyone. But I think it was a good, clean race. I would have liked to see the whole thing there at the end green without that 20 to go, just to see how the pit strategy would have played out. But you had green flag pit stops. You had guys tagging the wall. We had a lot of lead changes. We had John Sanu up there in the top 5. It was a good day. It was a good race.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, and as far as I seen a great race, just like you guys did. Wasn't really surprised with the 3 cautions. I mean, did it have something to do with us removing the fast repair, or?
That could be. I didn't realize you did that.
Yep, we took the fast repair away, so once you use the car up, you used it up.
Now, is that going to be standing in the other series?
I think we may have to go with it for a week or two to see if we can clean things up, and then we'll see about getting it back in the K&N series. I really like it to be in the K&N series because that's the series that we put the guys that are, brand new or not quite up to speed and need to do some learning. That's the series we put them in. And it's always good to have that there because, let's be honest, people make mistakes on the racetrack.
Right.
And why should a mistake on turn one by somebody else or even yourself cost you a race when you're trying to learn? It shouldn't. So we like to keep it in the K&N, but as far as the truck and the Xfinity, I don't think they're going to see another fast repair the rest of the season.
Okay. I'll tell you what we can do.
What?
We can run down through this finishing order real quick, if you'd like.
Yep, we sure can. You want to start us off?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, go ahead and give us first 10.
Well, you heard from our winner, Robbie Audi, taking home first. David Altholm is going to, Dylan, you said, right?
Dylan, yep.
Dylan's going to bring home second. Troy Cook in third. John Sanu in fourth for that top five. Christopher Lewis is going to round out the top five. Zach Lambert in sixth place. David White in seventh. Burt Wilson in ninth. Oh, I messed up there. It's eighth place. Joshua Stevens is at ninth. And Brian Hubble's going to round out your top 10.
All right. I'll take us through the next 10. We're going to have Joshua Bolt driving to 13, finishing 11th. Sean Garrier driving to 19, finishing 12th. Got Demarius Hickenbottom in the 09, finishing in the 13th position. 14th, you're going to see Brad Patterson in the 28. 15th is going to be Jonathan Roberts in the 24. 16th tonight is going to be our driver of the day, Mr. Hal Lamy, driving a 3-car. 17th, we're going to have Clinus LaBouffe. I think we've seen him chatting in the broadcast a little bit earlier. He had some internet issues, I think he said. So tough night tough luck actually for Clinus. 18th tonight we're going to have Mike Buchanan in a 25 car. 19th is going to be Brett Osborne in the 99, and 20th we're going to have Jake Van Wazer in the 4 car.
Glenn Jameson's going to take it 21st and round out your field with Garrett Robinson. I believe he had some early trouble with the 63 laps down.
Yeah, he may have had some engine troubles. I missed a little bit at the beginning of the
broadcast there. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's going to sum it up for the race results tonight. If you liked what you've seen here at WFO, don't be afraid to come back and watch some more. Give us a like, maybe a subscribe. If you were recently removed from the league, you can keep disliking all you want. Eventually, you're going to move down the road. And we appreciate the views, by the way. If you're coming in to give us a dislike, you're giving us a view, and we appreciate the hell out of it, don't we?
We do.
So you guys can have a nice life. The rest of you guys that watch us and like us, this is why we bring it here for you. This is why we do it for these guys for free. We love the audience out there on YouTube. We have a great one, great people. We have great people in the league, and we're building something stronger and stronger every day. And that's what I'm happy to see. That's what it's all about. It showed tonight. I mean, all the hard work we're putting in, it showed up tonight in the Xfinity Series 2 weeks in a row. Last week, they didn't have a very good car count. This week, much better for the car count. And just really great racing.
Same results.
Same results. That's right. Great racing. So I think we're going to be able to pass that on to the K&N in a truck series for the rest of the season too, and I believe the fans are in for a good treat running up for the championship here. So
also special thanks to John Houston, Corey Reese for adminning tonight.
Absolutely.
Job.
And
always
he's
do.
Messaging me now, so.
Oh boy. Duty calls.
Yeah, duty calls sometimes too quickly. Thank you guys again for joining the broadcast and support these guys over here at WFO. Man, they put on a great show tonight, and we're really looking forward to some more of this next week. We got the Roval coming up. Bradley, what do you think about the Roval?
I'm trying not to think about it, to be honest with you. I'm going to see what happens. That's all I can say. It's tough.
Well, we wish you the best of luck in it because you are a competitor, not just a broadcaster, but a competitor over here at WFO. Nation, I think you see it, brother, just like I do. Great things to come, man.
Yeah, it is. And just a side note, you're going to get on the track with me at that Roval tomorrow and show me what the hell I'm doing wrong.
So does that mean that Nation is racing the Roval?
Yeah.
Nation is coming out of the broadcast booth and racing the Charlotte Oval. Or
I
Roval.
didn't say I was coming from the broadcast booth.
So you're gonna be our in-car racer for the K&N Series race, right?
I'm not trying it.
All right. That'll last one corner.
No, 'cause you're going to show me what I'm doing wrong.
Oh my God! He taxed me. You're just taxing me with a hell of a job there, Nation.
It's gonna be it's a job that I wouldn't want.
All right, I have some other guys that want me to show them how to get around the Roval, which is a track that I've made a handful of laps on. So
Oh, great.
Should be good. Yeah, you're learning from the best there.
But thankfully for you guys, I'm pretty good at getting around road courses in general, so I don't think it'll take me very long to figure it out. And I will work with you at that. I'm going to work with a couple of other guys that have asked me too. So
I appreciate it.
Maybe I'll work with one of you guys and you'll go win the Roval next week and make me feel better.
Don't get your hopes up.
Or
on
maybe
me.
you'll tear
Money's
up.
on Nation.
Maybe you'll tear up half the field, and I'm going and hiding under any rock that I can find. All right,
Yeah.
that's our last broadcast of the week. You believe it, Nation?
I do believe it, and thank God.
Thank God, he said. I'm tired. It's Thursday night. I am too. I've actually been tired all day. So
Have I.
we're gonna go ahead and kill this one a little bit early. We want to wish everybody on YouTube a nice, safe evening, and we'll see you back
Y'all are
Tuesday
awesome.
night. And you don't want to miss Tuesday night. Nation 01 getting in the car at the Charlotte Roval.
It's gonna be fun.
If this
Never
isn't
even
worth
tried
watching at WFO, I don't know what is.
Damn.
If you see
bro.
a 5 in front of you,
Oh,
don't break.
we're gonna talk it up, Nation. We're gonna blow this shit up till next
fuck.
Tuesday night.
That ain't gonna be good.
Nation going for the win at the Roval in the K&N car. I'm gonna work with
Going for
Nation.
the finish.
I'm gonna work with Nation. We're gonna see if we can get them fast.
We got all the resources. The superior driver.
We're pulling it all out. We're gonna get
Giving them the best.
best setup guys for them.
Put it all in the toolbox.
Put it all there.
Songs about you for ages. They'll put you on a stamp, man.
We're gonna get the
Damn.
best crew pitting your car, Nation. I mean, we're gonna put you top of the line and see what you can do at the Roval, buddy.
They're gonna write songs about me.
Yeah, they're gonna write songs about you. Don't worry.
It just ain't gonna be good ones.
Exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been real once again. It's been fun. Nation,
And it's been real fun.
real fun. From Vern Bradley, and I would assume most of the rest of the booth here, we want to wish everybody on YouTube a good night.
Take care.
Thank you.